Okay, we're doing a product to a power. So I'm going to arrange my coefficients. So this is going to be 4 times 2 times 3, okay? And then I see a z and I see a y and a z and a y. So I'm going to do my z's first, I guess. So z to the fifth times z to the fifth times y to the seventh times y to the what? This is first, huh? So what do we get? 4 times 2 times 3, that's what? 24. And then z to the, okay, so picture that. You have 5 of these and 5 of these. Z to the 10th. Well, 7 of those and 1 of those. Y to the 8th. Okay? Okay, B. I'm going to change my pen. How about a little darker blue? You can see this. You have 3AB 4 times. Okay, so you have, how many 3's do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 is a factor 4 times. But you could have just gone 4 times 1. A how many times? A to the 4th. Or you could have gone what? 4 times 1. And then go, right? 4 times 1. B to the 4th. So that's those two problems. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go to our next slide. So as I look at this, I see, let me see, I'm getting a bigger pen here. What do you see? Okay, I see this 48 and the 12. All right, and then I see z to the second and z to the second. And I have my y's, my x's, and my r's. So when you look at this, the first thing we can do is what? 48 divided by 12 is 4, right? Okay, our z's cancel. Okay, so then we're left with 3 y's up top, 4 x's, and 5 r's. Oopsie, that's a weird looking r, huh? I wonder if I can get my eraser here. Oopsie, did the whole r, didn't it? Okay. There's an r. All right. Okay, so we did 48 divided by 12 is 4. The z's cancel. Y to the third, x to the fourth, r to the fifth. And then, so 48 divided by 12 is 4. They cancel. So we have 1 y in the denominator, 1 x in the denominator, and 3 r's. All right. So then we can divide. R divided by r. They're all 1. That guy's 1. That guy's 1. We end up with what? 4. How many y's as factors? Y squared, x cubed, r squared. Right? Okay. And I'm checking my book here. 4y squared, x cubed, r squared. That's right. You could have gone 3 minus 1 is y to the second. 4 minus 1 is x to the third. 5 minus 3 is r to the second. That would be good. Right. Next slide. Okay. D. Let me think. I'm going to do inside my parentheses first. Okay. So, can I get a different pen here? Highlighter. How about a green one? There we go. Okay, what's 4 times 3? 12. A to the third. B to the 7th. And we're going to do that 2 times. Well, we could apply our rule, okay? Or you could, that's easy enough to write it out. You have 12 A to the third, B to the 7th, and you can do that twice, huh? 12 A to the third, B to the 7th. This is way too long doing it this way. So you have 12 times 12 is 144. How many A's as factors? 3. And how many A's as factors? So A to the what? 6th. And then B to the, so you have 7 here and 7 there. B to the 14th. So the other way to do this would be a lot easier. Once you get to this step here, so that's 12 to the first, so then you just 2 times 1. So 12 to the second is 144. And 2 times 3 is 6. And 2 times 7, 2 times 7 is 14. So there, that's the right answer. Okay, so they have some typos here, so I'm just going to go in the order they have them in the book. Okay, now this will help you. I think I would do in the parentheses first. So I'm going to make my parenthesis and simplify in the parenthesis before I do anything else. And it isn't much help, but you see the 4 and the 2. 4 divided by 2 is what? 2. X, and rewrite this. Okay? And then, right? So this is 2 to the first. I'll try to get a different color. Let's do maybe orange. That's 2 to the first, right? So 3 times 1, 3 times 6, 3 times 3. So what's that look like? So this is what? 2 to the third, x to the 18th. Is that crazy thing? All right. X to the 18th, right? Okay, let's try it. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 3 is b to the 9th, right? Not 6th. Okay, you could simplify that a little more. 2 to the third is what? 8. So you could have 8, x to the 18th, b to the 9th. Now, next problem. I think we did these in class, but I'll just put them on here in case we want to do them again. All right. Well, I'm going to simplify this in the parenthesis, rewrite it, and then square it. Well, okay. You can't do anything with the 2/3. Just leave that. And then I say a to the 4th, and a is a to the what? Oh, and I gotta do a 3. There you go. We can do something. A to the 5th, right? And then down the denominator, we have a to the 2nd. Okay, so I rearranged my factors. So 4 and 1 gives me a to the 5th, and 2 and 3 is going to give me 6. But if we don't multiply those out, you can see these cancel, huh? Right? All right, so then we end up with 2 in the numerator. It's the denominator's just going to all go away, huh? A to the what? 5 minus 2 is 3. So we don't need the fraction sign. There we go. And then, but we have to remember, we still need to square that. Almost forgot. Okay, so this is going to be what? 2 to the second power. I'm going to write it here. 2 to the second, a to the 6th. Well, that's not a 6. A to the what? Okay, 2 times 3 is 6. We could simplify that a little more. 2 to the second is 4. A to the 6th. Okay, next slide. Okay, well, we have to determine whether this is positive or not. So first thing you could do is, if we look at just look at that negative sign, we have 6 of those, huh? Six negative signs, so each time you have a pair of negatives, that makes it positive. So negative times negative is positive. This negative times this negative is positive, and so forth. Then you have positive times positive times positive. It's going to give you a positive answer. So when your base is negative, you have an even exponent, it's going to give you a positive answer. So when we're done, it's positive. So we don't have to worry about this negative sign here. So it's 3 to the first, x to the first, y to the first, z to the first. So you can see you're going to have 6 3's, 6 x's, 6 y's, 6 z's. So what's that going to be? So it's positive because this is negative base with an even power. So it's going to be positive 3 to the what? Right? 3 to the 6th, x to the 6th, y to the 6th, z to the 6th. There you go. And then that positive sign's kind of messy, so I'm going to get rid of that. There we go. Okie dokie. Next problem. So that was F. Wow. We're on the J. Here's J. I thought these were hard. They're not that bad. Okay, I see. What do you see? Take a look at that. What do you see? Well, I see. Let's get a little orange here. These are factors of 9. I see I have more A's in the numerator than the denominator. And I have more B's in the numerator than the denominator. So I'm going to these are factors of 9, right? So here we go. 27 is what times 9? And then a to the 8th plus times a to the 6th is a to the, right? We're going to add these. And then I'm not going to make this 18, but I'm going, what times 9? 2 times 9, say. A to the 10th, B to the 1st. Okay, then this thing just falls apart. just falls apart. These, what, 9 divided by 9 is 1, right? 14 minus 10, 4 minus 1. And this stays the same. Okay? So what do we end up with? 3. 14 minus 10 is a to the 4th. 4 minus 1 is b to the 3rd. Okay, we took care of that. We took care of this. We took care of that. 3/2. Okay. G. All right, G. We did these in class, but I don't mind helping you here. Okay, so we talked about, I'm seeing this 2, and then this 2. This is going to end up with an a to the 4th, right? And then you can see that a to the 4th. So if we don't simplify this, we square it first, we're going to get these guys that cross cancel, see? All right? So that's what I'm thinking about doing here. And that's what I demonstrated in class, I think. So I'm going to rewrite this, 3a to the 4th over b. And then I'm going to square this. So this is going to be 6 to the 2nd, a to the 2nd, b to the 6th over. Okay, so that's the numerator, 6 to the 2nd, a to the 2nd, b to the 6th. And then I'm going to go down here for the denominator, a to the 4th. So the reason I didn't simplify it, because I could see that this a to the 4th over a to the 4th is coming up. Right? You cross cancel, right? Okay, this cross cancels. A to the 4th over a to the 4th. There's 4 a's here, and there's 4 a's there. So that leaves us with 3 times 6 squared is 36. A to the 2nd, b to the 6th over b. Right? Okay. And then you can simplify it. Everybody knows 3 times 36, right? That's what? 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 more, right? Okay, a to the 2nd, and 6 minus 1 is b to the 1st. Now, my gosh, I messed that up. Not b to the 1st, b to the what? There we go. B to the 6 minus 1 is 5. Okay, I think that's everything. And show.